to a special episode of the Robinhood Capitalists. We have special leap day, Coach.
Yeah,
How do we end up on a Thursday to get a leap day show?
an
And on top of
extra
that,
day of the year. Yeah.
extra day only happens 4 times a year, every 4 years, guys. So again, it's a special thing. I'm glad that everybody could join us. I'm glad that we got honored to ask. So Nicole reached out from ATAX and asked us to. If we would have them on to talk about an event that they have with honoring Cameron for Cameron's month, and they do something special that we're going to have them out here shortly to talk about. We got a few of the team members over there from ATAX as well as Cameron's family members. So really excited to bring them out. But Coach, how have you been? We had Tuesday's show. Usually this is our recap. So I missed you. So I do want to catch up a little bit. How's everything?
Yeah, it's good. Another day at the doctor's with with family members. So, but that went good. It's like my dad always says. He goes, it may not be the best way to spend a day, but I'm glad we get to spend it together, kind of a day. So it was good.
I love that.
Happy. After being on the road last week, it's always good to be back home and in my own bed for a while. So this is pretty good to be here. How about you? What we haven't talked in a while. We kind of touched base when I was in Texas, but what's going on with you?
Yeah, how did that go? Everything. How was it in Texas, David? That their studio was amazing. My
Yeah,
goodness.
it's
Shout
awesome.
out to you guys. My goodness.
BYOE. But yeah, no, you need to make a trip with me. Their studio was fantastic, and they just purchased the building next door, and so they're actually going to have they're going to expand the studio, make it bigger, better, and even more functional than all of the thousand of pictures I sent with you, shared
Wow.
with you.
I know. I was so excited. I'm like, he has to be loving this and this is what we want. So shout out to David. Good job, y'all. Man, Mr. BYOE, guys, reach out. But and we're talking about Texas with ATAX, but and they're probably familiar with them. But yeah, I honestly so excited to have them out. Enrique is back. Enrique, I can't wait to bring him back out. I've been wanting to have him on since last year. Such a good dude.
Is
And
he
then
our first
Nicole,
repeat guest?
you know what?
I think he
Yes,
is.
he
That's a special
is.
honor.
That is. So not only is it a special leap day, but it's special honor. So yeah, so excited to have him back here. It was such a great conversation. I love this family business. Rika, I didn't forget it. We're talking about that at some point. I love just the whole idea of that family business. There's the goal. Like that's heaven on earth, y'all. But and then you asked about. So of course I was networking as usual. So and I did want to highlight these guys before we got started. So met this amazing lady today, Tracy. And she started this. It's called Twilight Wish, and it is so cool. And it's basically like a make-a-wish for seniors, so 65 and older. And if they have so this lady on the front was she had a Disney princess party wish, and so that was her having I was like, oh my goodness, that is amazing. So if you guys are looking to take care of the seniors, check out the Twilight Wish Foundation
You
too.
run into the most interesting people. You've got to be the king of networking.
Hey, listen, once I figured out that your network is your net worth, and those somewhat kind of work a little bit that way, I thought, okay, I got to build my network. I didn't have anything before, so I'm trying to make up for 40 years, I guess, in a very short time. We'll see. But Coach, again, want to get these guys out. Nicole from ATAX, we got Enrique, we got Cameron's parents. Coach, you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
You get one heartbeat song. Take it seriously. This is your masterpiece. Don't forget to dream and taste the colors in the air you breathe. It's your masterpiece. Go ahead and feel it all. Don't stop till it is beautiful. Don't stop till it is beautiful. Don't stop till heartfelt.
All right. Hey, look, we got a full house now.
Yes,
Thanks for joining
sir.
us, everybody.
Thank you so much for having us on. Really appreciate it.
Of course. Of course. So again, we have Enrique. Thanks for being me and Coach just discussed this. So you are our first repeat back on the show. So thanks for coming back, man. And thank you everybody for obviously your time donating here. But Enrique, how have you been? And how's everything going?
It's been great. It's been, tax season. What better way to get an extra day this year, right? For tax season, leap year. I'll always take one of those, and it always falls early, so it's good. It gives us some more time to to do what we like to do, and that's the beautiful part about it. And yeah, I'm blessed to be back on the show with both DJ and Stacy, and we had such a good time last time. It was so fluid, and it went by so fast. And sometimes I'll circle back to that video, and I'm like, man, that was actually such a good time, and hope to see these guys again in the future. And thank you for having me. It's awesome.
Well, thank you guys for what you guys are doing. Again, so I mean, if we could get into the cause and what we're here for in Cameron's Month and what it's all about, if you guys could.
So I was friends with Cameron's family here to the left of me. This is John and Brianna, Cameron's father and sister. And Cameron's mother reached out to me, and she had started to get some mail. After Cameron had passed away. That was his W-2 from his work. And she said, Nicole, I can't even open it. I can't even look at the envelope. And I said, do not worry. ATAX wants to take care of you. And we took this in and did their return, and it meant so much to her. It doesn't seem like the kind of thing that would be helpful to someone who has lost someone is to do their taxes. But if you've ever grieved anybody, you know that when you're drowning, any little task that someone can take off your plate to help you keep your head above water is better. And, taxes are so very personal. We learn so much about people while we're doing their taxes, and information that a lot of people's best friends don't know. And so that is one of the things that we talk about, are the names on the tax return. And so I said, this has been such a great thing. We paired them with a owner, a franchisee that had also lost her daughter in a car accident. And so these two parents healed over this tax return. And it was such a wonderful thing for both of them. I said, let's do it for more people. And so I came up with Cameron's Month. And that's in March, which starts tomorrow. This is our 3rd year. And so we invite people to come in who've lost someone, and we'll help them through this difficult process and do that return for free. And so this year we partnered with 4 different organizations. One is called Tunadito, which is in Tucson, Arizona. They help grieving families. And so we're offering all of their clients a free return. And then we're also working with Judy's House in Denver, which is where my friend Enrique is. And they also help grieving families, and we're offering all their clients a free return, as well as Edmark in Virginia Beach, right there. And also a very special place called Magnolia Harbor Care Farm. And this is a place where Cameron's family have gone to do animal therapy to help their grieving process. And so we're happy to help all those clients. And then this year is very special because we're adding a Cameron's Day as well, I'm happy to announce. And that's on March 22nd. And in all of our locations, you can go in and pick one of those 4 organizations that you would like to donate $50 or more. And in exchange, you'll get a free return. And so we're so excited to be able to also lend financial support to these worthy organizations and give back to the community in that way.
Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah, absolutely amazing.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about the story from your side and the experience that you've had as the family.
It's I don't know. It's been kind of surreal. The people that have come and kind of into our lives through all this, but Cameron was just a 23-year-old young man living his life, and then it was right in the peak of COVID. Healthy young man, just brilliant and wonderful child. Never had any problems or anything. Just kind of, like I said, just kind of living his life, and everything in the world kind of went sideways in a moment, and the unfortunate, the unthinkable happened across the board, and especially in our family, and when the dust kind of settled, we were just left with I don't know, all the loose ends, all of them, and ATAX and it's stepped up in such a huge way. Nicole has been a rock through all of it, and an amazing friend, and just an all around beautiful human for what she's done for Cameron and in his name.
Awesome. Tell us a little bit about Cameron. What did he like to do?
He was very into photography, Formula One, any kind of racing other than dirt racing. He had some kind of thing where he didn't like the dirt racing. He loved metal music, like baby metal, Japanese culture, and he was just the funniest, brightest kid that you'd ever meet, to be honest. And he was my older brother, but still a kid.
John, I love the story about the fights that y'all used to have around the house. Will you share that?
He'd catch me and kind of he had a great sense of humor, first and foremost. But I'd be sitting on the couch and we'd be watching TV, just kind of minding our own business, and the next thing you know, you'd hear that Western dueling shootout music playing, and it'd be from his phone in his back pocket. And he would pull up the finger guns, and we would have a Midwest style duel right there. So I'd have to hop off the couch and prepare for war right there in the middle of the living room. And very, very rarely won. He almost always caught me off guard.
But I've never had to experience anything like what you've gone through. I can't even imagine the pain when you were dealing with it, and there were things that kept coming up. What are some things that someone like DJ or myself who haven't really gone through it, what are some things that just the general community can do to support you? What was it you needed? What were you looking for? Because I don't know how to help people when I see people in need like this.
I would say just reach out and let them know that you're there. Like Nicole, she stuck out an olive branch and was like, "Hey, we would like to just help you in this way and help others in his memory."
Yeah, and it is just so. I guess just being there in the moment was one of the biggest things that kept our heads above water, and even the little things, just hey, saying hi, just thinking about you. Those small gestures in those moments are bigger than anyone can ever weigh. They're massive, and it takes very, very little to mean a lot in those moments. Speaking from our side, it did for us anyway.
And Nicole, I've known you for a long time, and so I know what kind of heart you have. But what was it about this that spoke to you, and maybe tell us a little about your experience of helping folks in need?
And I do want to say that I feel like when somebody's lost someone, a lot of people, their instincts tell them don't mention them, you don't want to make them sad, but a lot of times when someone's lost someone, they're craving to hear that name, and they want to know that their loved one hasn't been forgotten. And so that's what we're really excited about Cameron's Month, is to be able to keep him in our hearts and minds and remind people of what we lost during COVID and what we lose on a daily basis from other things in life. And so to be able to offer something like this to them, I said it's probably not the obvious choice when you think of someone that is grieving, that, tax return would be what they would need. But, everybody has to do their taxes. And, there's a video that I think we're going to play that has Teresa, Cameron's mom, speaking. And she said that she couldn't open the envelope. And in fact, for the W-2, she had to get Brianna to take a picture of it to send to us because she couldn't look at the piece of paper. And so, we all have gifts that we can offer people. And when, like I said, when you're grieving and you're drowning in grief, anything that you can take off that person's plate is a gift, and it's something that you can help them get through that day, because we're all fighting a battle that people don't know about. And so anytime that you can reach that hand out to somebody is a gift to that person. So
I'm
great
so
advice.
glad you said that. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Because I'm always afraid I'm going to say the wrong thing or upset someone. And then when you make a small gesture, well, surely that's not enough. But it's I don't know, that I think that was great advice from both of you. What were you going to
Yeah.
say, DJ?
I was just gonna say, I mean, it really is. They nailed it with the small things, and what Nicole said really summed it up perfectly. With we all, there is something we could do. Maybe you just love to talk to people like me, and you're a great ear to listen to people's struggles. Like just being there to hear what's going on sometimes does more than enough. And again, I couldn't imagine, like you said, Coach. I told them that before going on here. I'm like, I have 5 kids. I couldn't imagine this for a second. So to even think of that is kind of crazy. So I understand how it would be. The little things would be hard to even go through that. So yeah, it is the little things. If you can help in any little way, like help.
hey, I'm
We
going
all
to
can help in some way.
Can I pick up some extra things for you? So it could be as easy as that for somebody that just
Quick
can't make
text. Just thinking of you. Just thinking of you. You'd be surprised how that could change somebody's day.
Yeah.
Just that text. So yeah.
And going off what Nicole was saying, if you think about it, your happiest moments are when you're thinking about your family. Your happiest moments, are when you're replaying all this in your mind. So when we start talking about Cameron, or when his name comes up in conversation, you automatically go into like a slideshow of all of those happy moments. So as much as there's always going to be that pain that burns deep down, it'll also shine that light of all of these good things, the moments in which you couldn't help but laugh, those moments. And he was incredible at bringing those moments around. So
It sounds like he had some good humor.
Yeah. And Nicole said you had got to experience one of the 4 or 5 partners, the Magnolia Farm. What was that like? And because that's another way I wouldn't have ever thought of using animals to help someone through grief.
It's a very neat experience. She rescues all these animals, so all of them needed love too, and you kind of get this kind of dual purpose thing. You got a doctor there when that's necessary, but at the same time, the animals are seeking love from the humans, and the humans are needing that care and compassion, which animals do freely. That's really all they can offer. So they do that well. So it's little baby goats and piglets and a little mini horse and just all kinds of animals just to hang out with. And it really, truly is therapeutic.
Amazing. Nicole, could you go through the partners one more time?
Sure, absolutely. And we have invited our partners that are in the areas to go and tour these places. And what I'm really proud of our franchisees at ATAX is that not only are they willing to give their time and dedication and expertise and turns away, but they've also become volunteers at these places because it meant so much to them to go see the work that's going on there. And so that's just really special. I'm so proud that we're out there and in the community and working hard. And, when we talked about what can you do for someone, that's kind of the base level. And then if they need additional help, they can go to places like this to get that help. And so it's Tunadito in Tucson, Arizona. And they help people in the Arizona area, families. They have a sibling program. And then there is Judy's House for Grieving Children. They work primarily with the families and the children that are in the families. And so they are in Denver, where Enrique is. And then also Edmark, which is a hospice for children in Virginia Beach. And they also offer grief and bereavement programs for families. And then last is the Magnolia Harbor Canyon Farm, which, again, they really helped the DeFriezes when they were working through their grief. Working with an animal and having something that you are responsible for and that you can take for kind of helps you overrun that grief. You go on a different mind track, I guess you could say.
Yeah, and animals do have a certain way of knowing what we need. It's kind of amazing how they can sense what our moods are.
Yeah, I agree completely. There was so much wisdom into what he had dropped with that, but there's literally the power when he said love, the love that they needed, and the love that the people are searching for. That's it breaks it down to the easiest and simplest form of humans, but we're either running toward pleasure, so love, good things, or we're running away from pain. And so I think that was another great thing that and I'm so glad that you shared that it's the good memories and hearing and talking of the good memories. Because I always wondered that, because again, I couldn't imagine, like I don't know. And so, but like, yeah, I couldn't get behind that, like replaying and reliving and talking of all the good things, the humor, like that is a great way to live somebody's memory. Like that is what we really should do. So I love that you said that.
We love trying to do the things that he loved and carry on the things for him, and keeping his name out there using the things that he loved.
You mentioned the photography, and was it a Facebook?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a Facebook private group where we are able to share photos and memories of my brother, and just people can just say that they're thinking of him. Nicole also posts on there saying that she's thinking of him, and it just means a lot to us and keeping his memory alive.
Awesome.
He loved the color red, so anytime I sure and try and get as artistic of a photo as I can and post it on there and just do a quick I'm thinking of Cam today. So it's really a neat way to share.
There must have been something. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, so you start to see him in things that you might have missed the first go round, and it's simple things, a piece of pizza. He loved his pizza, or the color red, or something that's Japanese culture. I'm a big Disney person, and so every time I go to Epcot, I'll go to Japan and take a picture and send it to these guys. So.
I love that. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt. It just you had hit me like a lightning bolt, and I kind of was gonna hold it in for a second, but then I was like, no, you have to say it. So before we went live, or I was getting ready. Again, I'm very intentional with everything. Kind of where everything's placed is all for a reason. What I'm wearing. And so, like I told you guys before I started the show, it was C, and I don't know if it was in the pictures or not, but for some reason I thought, I think his color's red. Like something's telling me his color's red. So the fact that you said that, I was like, whoa! Like I was thinking that before I started. Like, hey, it's even a red hat because he likes red, but. That's wild. So
hey, look, for all of the day until 10 minutes before this, I was wearing blue, and I don't know why I switched over to red. I just had a feeling. So that is it's absolutely amazing.
The power of
I mean, yeah. Whoa. So, do you want to, Nicole? You had mentioned the video. Would you like to share that video now, and then we could kind of
Yes.
talk about that a little bit?
Yes.
Okay.
And this is Cameron's mother is speaking in it, and unfortunately, she can't be with us today. But I'm glad that she can be here in the video. So this is from her side.
After Cameron had passed away and we got through the funeral and had a job, I didn't even think about his taxes coming in, and we got his taxes in the mail, his W-2, and I couldn't even open it. I couldn't look at that paper. So I reached out to ATAX, and they were wonderful. They helped me through the last thing that I could ever do for him. And they filed the taxes for us, and then they come up with Cameron's month. And hope is that mother that gets that piece of paper in the mail has a place to turn.
So proud to say that they do have somewhere to turn, and that it's ATAX. And we're so proud to be able to offer that service. And, even though Cameron was a young adult and we were doing his taxes, even if your child is a child, sometimes it's hard just to see the name and to go in and share that with a stranger that the person on the tax return is deceased. And so we want to be able to handle that with dignity and grace, and take care of these families that don't know where to turn. So I love that she says that that's her hope, and that we're able to offer that. And we just keep making it bigger and bigger and helping more and more people. The first year we did it for people that had lost someone to COVID. We were still in COVID. And then we opened it up to anyone that had lost a child to anything. And so we're just so proud to be able to offer that in our stores, and that our franchisees are so behind this. They all love doing March and Cameron's month and being able to help these families. And so I'm so proud of our company for that. So thank you for letting us share this.
Yeah, no, of course.
Awesome. And I know we've got some information of how to get in touch. I don't know if you want to go ahead and maybe share that as well.
Sure, they can go to atax.com and look for a location close to them. And even if there's not a location that is close to you, you can contact the closest store, and we have a QR code that we can send you, and you could send that information through a portal. You don't even have to come in. And so again, sometimes when you're grieving, it's very hard to leave your house. And so that's another option that we can provide these families, is that they don't even have to leave their home. They can stay right there, and we can help them do their taxes from the comfort of their own home. So
that's awesome. And again, so anybody, if anybody out there is watching this or catches this on the replay later, please share this, especially if you know of somebody who did lose a loved one during this time. It is the last thing. Like, again, I'm playing a lot of these things and these situations through, and getting a piece of mail after the fact, or getting something like I just can't imagine. So yeah, any little piece that could help, and what you guys are doing is huge. So if there is anybody out there that does know somebody who this could just sharing this with them, that this is out there and available, might just at least take that one burden off of their plate. So
yeah, share it far and wide. Absolutely.
Yes, and please, if you're in the areas that I discussed, maybe reach out to these nonprofits and see how you can help them as well. Go for a tour, see what they're doing, see how they're helping these families, and where your part is in it. Because I promise you, every nonprofit has a part and a place where they're waiting for you to fill it.
Mm. And March 22nd, that's Cameron's Day.
That is Cameron's Day. Anybody who comes in and gives $50 or more to one of these great organizations and helps these families and children that are missing their loved ones will get a free tax return. And then guess what? When you come back and see us next year because you love our service, that's a deduction that you get to take off next year. So.
I love it. That's a win-win then, right?
Absolutely. Win-win.
So now, is there a significance to the 22nd?
No, I just felt like it was a good day in March that we could dedicate to Cameron. Not that I know of. Is there some kind of serendipity?
No. Not that I know of either.
Yeah,
but
there probably is. We just haven't figured it out yet.
Right.
we haven't connected to that one yet. But
right.
Again, thank you guys for coming on, and thank you ATAX for what y'all are doing, and Cameron's family. You guys want to share? Gotta get into some more stores. What's that?
How about the T-shirt?
Oh yes, please talk about that. I'm glad you said that.
This is actually my mom's t-shirt because she wasn't able to be here today. I thought I would wear it for her. It has my brother's face on it just to like give a little more showcase of him and the person who he was, because I know it's easy to like see on social media or something a person's face or something like that, but they were, or like hear a name, but they were indeed a person with a family behind them, with memories behind them, and they were children. So I thought I would wear his face.
Awesome.
I love it. Yes, that is awesome. I love that. So, Coach, any more questions? Nicole, anything else y'all would like to go into? And then, if you, Cameron's family, if you guys any other stories you'd like to share, funny stories or lasting kind of thoughts you want to leave people with about Cameron.
I would say he like just the bright light that he was, and how like he prided himself in his dad humor, which he wasn't a dad, but he had dad humor galore. In his phone, he had folders of memes and where they came from and what situation to use them with. And and he would like pinpoint exactly that meme that he needed and send it immediately in that second. With me, we did a sad face happy dance where he would play like SpongeBob music and we would try and like dance sad to it. Yeah. So it's like all the funny memories and just the warmth from him that I remember.
Yeah, he once ordered pizza from 2 different locations, and it was the first person that showed up got the larger tip. But he informed them who won when they as they come in. But he was that kind of kid. He was always up to something on the funniest level. Ordered, I think it was $75 worth of Little Caesars because he wanted to see what it looked like with $5 pizzas.
It's a lot.
Yeah,
it set off the airbag.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it registered as a human in the street. But it was always something going on. He was always up to something, but in the best possible way.
And he was
I love it.
Mama's boy.
Absolutely. Yep.
Well,
Nothing wrong with Mama's boys.
You guys are keeping the memory alive. That's awesome. Keep shining the light.
Yes, please.
Absolutely.
It's awesome what ATAX is doing in honor of him as well, and who they are reaching out to help with that.
Yeah, I mean, it means the world to us, and Nicole and Teresa, my wife, they've both done just a beautiful job of keeping Cameron's name just as loud and as far out as they can possibly do it.
Awesome. And I know Nicole doesn't want to shine the light on her, but she's got a history of this sort of thing, and she's got a really good heart. So
amazing human.
You linked up with a good one in Nicole, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's funny how everything lines up in the grand scheme of things, like how we met her and like how sweet she's been to our family and to all these other families and what she does.
And it's just such an honor to honor this family and Cameron this way, but also I can't again tell you the hearts of all of our franchisees. They're so excited about this month. You know, we have franchisees that own ATAX, and you would think that they would be like, I don't want a month where I give away my product for free. They are so excited about what they can do to help people. And as you know, our CEO of Loyalty Brands, John Hewitt, has a huge heart, and he has started several nonprofits. He works with nonprofits, and so this is a direct descendant from him of doing good. So I'm so pleased to be able to offer this for everybody involved.
Awesome.
That is awesome. Well, Coach, you got any final things? Or are we about to wrap this up?
I think that was just an incredible. I'm just really glad we had an extra day of the year that we could do something special like this and that we were able to help out. So, like DJ said earlier, anybody that's watching, whether it's now or on the replay, even if you don't know anybody that's in need right now, there's probably somebody within your sphere of influence and within your share that does know someone. So please share this out.
Yes, please, and let's share this out for Cameron. Again, the extra day this year, Leap Day, is the episode for Cameron. But yeah, if you do know anybody who's going through a difficult time and just lost someone, please share this. This might just at least be a memory that triggers if they do unfortunately get the paper like they had talked about in the video, and they just don't know and don't want to face that difficulty or that decision. This could at least just take that off their plate. There's so many amazing causes like this out there that help people, and they're just not talked about enough. So please share this with everyone. There's so many free services, Coach, that we've had on this show so far. Like, that is just amazing that I'd never heard of until having them as guests on the show or talking about them on the show, and to know that they're free and they're available, but just nobody knows. Like please share this. That's all I would say. So,
coming from our side of it, we appreciate each and every one of y'all for using your platform to do just that for us and our family and for Cameron.
No, we're honored. Again, when Nicole reached out and said, "Would you guys do this?" I was like, "Yes, please." Like, and Coach, I think I spoke for both of us, but I'm like, we just want to help. Like, at the end, we just keep falling for the help. So, like, we just want to help. Like, we know this is going to help. This is something that needs to be shared. It's something that needs to be aware. And again, more stories like this, and just your guys' ability and how you guys are talking through and working through this. Like, again, I think this is a testament to choice, and things will happen, and we have to choose the next choice, and you guys are choosing to share good memories and to choose the positive instead of just kind of be stuck in what could be or the hurt of it all, like you had mentioned. And I think that's great, and hopefully that can help people out there, because it's any kind of pain like this. I couldn't imagine going through this. I can't fathom it. But and so I don't know. I'm afraid to say I'm guilty. I would be one stuck in the pain of it all. So like even thinking of what you guys have shared is just powerful. So thank you for sharing it and wanting to share it and wanting to keep his memory going, because I think that's there's a lot of people who do things in life for the legacy of it, but I think what people forget to remember about the legacy of things is you have to have actually other people who want to keep sharing your name when you're not in the room. And clearly Cameron was that person for y'all, and you guys are doing that loud and proud. So props to y'all. But again, ATAX, it's amazing what you guys are doing. John, huge heart. I've learned so much from him. So when you guys reached out, I'm like, yes, I'm in. Especially he connected me and Stacy. I don't know if this show keeps going if it wasn't for Stacy. So I'm too afraid to do this alone. I was scared to death on Tuesday. So Coach, no more missing. But yeah, again, thank you all. Coach, I'll let you wrap it up, and then we're gonna end with the song. And again, thank you just everybody. Thank you to ATAX. Throw this up. And,
let's just close it one more time. Nicole, where can we go to find you guys?
Yes, yeah, please.
ATAX.com.
ATAX.com.
ATAX.com. You can search for our location, And you can either come in and get your taxes for free if you've lost someone, or come see us March 22nd and help us raise some much needed funds to help these bereaving families across the United States. We appreciate you so much for having us on and helping us spread this message and the important work that these nonprofits do, and the work that of our franchisees are helping. So thank you so very much.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Thank you, guys.
All
It
right,
was
and
awesome.
Mac-
It was really good to meet you.
Good to meet
Yes,
all
it,
of you.
yes, it was very good to meet you guys. And again, I seriously, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Like what you guys are doing and sharing and continuing to share is that's the greatest thing you can do. And so, yeah, I love it. So, to Cameron, guys,
Cameron.
Leap Day is here. To Cameron, keep feeding the good wolf, y'all.
I'm always on the red eye. This time around, it's not even about getting paid. I'm just an addict for the moment when the magic is made. And when you are who you really are, it can put you through hell. Spend a day in the skin that you wanna live in, and see how it feels while the world